Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. This is part of the JL crash course, and today we're going to go over internal range liquidity and external range liquidity. So just to get a understanding, so external range liquidity are swing highs or swing lows, and internal range liquidity are just fair value gaps. Now, what is this concept? The concept is when price is at a external range of liquidity, a swing high or a swing low, we expect to move to an internal range liquidity, okay, a fair value gap, and vice versa. If price is in an internal range of liquidity, a fair value gap, I expect to move to a external range liquidity, a swing high or a swing low. Okay, so it's really important to know when we're at, for example, a bearish, which we have here, a bearish FVG, where price is currently located, we can expect price to make a move down to external range liquidity if it lets me draw. So we can expect price to do something like this. So my buyers going into Friday would be bearish. Somewhere in here there would be potentially a 1 hour setup. If there's not, I'm just showing on the daily how I get my bias from this. So I would be bearish until our external range liquidity, which we have here. Let me mark it out for you guys. This is our objective. So going into now Friday, I still have a bearish bias, and now our objective has been completed. So once an ERL is completed, once the objective, guys, is completed, there is nothing to do. As of right now, I don't know if price wants to go, like right now all I can see it doing is going lower. Depending on what Monday does, I'm not sure. So I would wait. I do know there is an equal low here, so we have liquidity resting here for equal lows here. So this is potentially a draw on liquidity at the minute. So going to Monday, let's see what Monday does. Monday fails to create, or to go lower, and with the Monday close, we now have a bearish FVG, an internal range of liquidity. So if price is located in this, and I know that we have liquidity here, my bias would be still bearish down to this level. So see what Tuesday does. Tuesday, we have a tap into our internal range and we close below it. This would further support my idea that we're still bearish for Wednesday. Still bearish. And now we've taken the objective. So now we've taken the objective, what do? There is nothing to do. Next day, the next following day creates another internal range liquidity. What do I see here? I see relatively equal lows. What I would want to expect price to do now is to go further down. I would like to see a tap of this internal and a move down. We don't have a tap in this internal. However, if the 1 hour is bearish, which it likely is, or our narrative is, we would assume that our daily bias, which we get from the daily, is bearish. So if there was a bearish setup here, a bearish entry function on our drawn liquidity before it gets taken out, that is a valid setup to take. Okay, so now we've taken our objective. What can I expect price to do? There is simply nothing to do. I could expect price potentially to go further down. So I just wait. The next day, we fail to go lower, and I've just noticed it on my screen, we have a internal range liquidity. We have an IFVG, inversion fair value gap. So with that being said, if we've taken an ERL and we're now at an internal range of liquidity, for me, it's not clear exactly where price would want to go. So I'd potentially wait the next day. And I can now see that we have gone much higher. So if we're doing internal range liquidity to external range liquidity, our nearest external range liquidity would be up here. This is where I would expect price to go now. On the daily, we have disrespected this bearish fair value gap. So this becomes a inversion fair value gap that is bullish. If I put my indicators on, you won't see it until the next day close, but my expectation for Thursday would be a bullish bias. Let's see if we get it. There we go. Bullish bias. We take our objective, but we close now back in the range. So what can I expect after a move from completing an external range objective? Well, we have a bullish internal range liquidity, and now we have a bigger fair value gap overlapping. So what could I expect price to do? I would want to see it move into here, into this internal range liquidity, and possibly go to this potential swing high. So let's see what price does. We get a move into this internal range liquidity, close above it. So I can now expect this swing high to get taken on the Monday, potentially. We do not take the objective yet. So my bias for Tuesday still remains bullish. We take the objective, close back in the range, don't close above it, and I hope this makes sense. It's as simple as that. Try this, backtest it, have a look yourself, see what you find. And yeah, hope it was insightful. Hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to join the Discord. I'll leave a link in the description, and like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.